Skill Check Chapter 2, the episodes in which I'm commenting your videos. So guys, today I chose another 10 athletes that I'm commenting their videos, and again I'm starting from beginner to advanced. So let's go. So the first one is a pretty good example of advanced planche. We can see that the main things are over there, like the elbows are locked, the upper body is horizontal, and he's having a decent protraction. Yeah, he starts losing it around the end of the hold. He needs to be thinking of always pushing and not losing it, not going to retraction yet. But what I'll recommend him mainly from here and after is to go for a brief, more open positions, like for example the assisted pike planche, in which he's really going briefly to the pike planche position, or opening to more open position than advanced planche. And that can be done with the help of resistance band or only with his own body weight. But the idea is just for a brief time to actually go into a position in which it's not comfortable and the body is more elongated, which will lead in fact to a harder execution. So that's for him. I think majority of you are in a really similar situation, so will be definitely helpful. Let's go with the next one. So we have one leg planche here. Well, to be honest, I'm not so much fan of those one leg progressions, just because they lead to some disbalance. Because if you think about it, when you're in tucked position, you need to lean less compared to when you're in fully extended position. And of course that can lead to some disbalance. And that's why in my training methods, I'm always going for progressions in which you have a balance between left and right. Yeah, but let's go back to the attempt and see the main points. If we actually focus on the protraction, we can start seeing that especially around the end of the hold, it starts missing. So even if you're going for those one leg progressions, the rule is absolutely the same. Like, never go to a retracted position. Think about always having the main points over there. Yeah, at least his elbows are locked. Yeah, but he definitely needs to push more. Okay, we go for the next one, which is press. And congratulations for the quality of the execution. He has a pretty well executed planche, and also the press is good, and he is having a good volume. Like, you can see that he can do it more than one time. To be honest, I really like this type of progressions for the press, because they're not allowing you to do any cheating, to go for banana press. So what I'll recommend him is, yeah, continue going for this type of execution with this progression. Is pretty good, going for more volume, but as a first attempt in the training, try to go for something harder, more elongated position, and maybe in the beginning just go for negatives. For example, like straddle planche, press negative, in which you're trying to execute the move properly. You're trying always your shoulder to be following the wrist direction, and you're performing it slow, clean and controlled. So good luck. This training method is the one that I'm using in my new platform Planche Academy, where you also have the possibility to give me your videos and over there check them on a regular basis, but more about that in the end of the video. And now we have a front lever pull-ups done only with the body weight. So I can say it's good to continue doing this, but in addition, think of going for easier progressions, ones with less intensity. You can do that thing with just shortening the body or using a resistance band, but go for progressions with intensity that will actually allow you to work in those last 20-30% that are missing over here when you're doing it with your own body weight. Yeah, and you see how much this thing will help you. In addition, you can also go for negatives from a touch position, slowly going to a front lever, again with some additional help or shortening the body. So next one. This example is equivalent of the previous one with the front lever pull-ups, but this time on a straddle planche push-ups. And we can see something like half straddle planche push-ups with packed position into the lower part. So what I'll recommend him is, yeah, again, continue with this type of execution, going for more volume. But in addition, think of going for lower intensity progressions, mainly work with the resistance band, and think of from a well protracted position and horizontal body, go down controlled till your shoulder meets the level of the bar and the wrist, and from there go up till you go back to the initial position, where you also work into that lower part of the movement. Yeah, there is still way more work to go, but congratulations. Next one, we're changing the move here. We're going for Hefesto, which is with a little bit scary technique done. Yeah, the execution was pretty hard. So what I'll tell him is doing no more than 2-3 attempts of bodyweight Hefesto during the training, and then after that focus more on slow negatives of Hefesto and Hefesto with a resistance band, and really go for a resistance band that will allow you to make 2 repetitions with ease, and then after that building that strength you meet 6-7 and then go for easier resistance band. Yeah, that's important. Think of training safe. So now we have another move really similar to the previous one, but with slightly different technique, and Entrada di Angel. And I can say that the execution over here was pretty good. He has a good technique. Maybe the only thing is think of doing it more controlled and slower, just because the faster you're doing it, the bigger the risk of injuries. For example, I tore my biceps when I was doing really rapid, fast move of Zanetti. Yeah, and when you're doing it more controlled, there is less risk of something bad to happen. So that's mainly, but overall, good execution, well done. And the last three guys will be showing us only Maltese. I'm starting with the first one, who is from Bulgaria, and he's doing Maltese press to a handstand to a narrow grip full planche. So what I can tell him is to keep doing this type of Maltese press, even though it's not so much straight. But in addition, in a different day, it's important to be in a different day. Don't put everything in one basket. Go for executions that are starting with the same Maltese grip, that is not the widest, but you're trying to be straight and not going first with the feet. That can be done with the help of a resistance band. I think in his case he needs just really slight help from a resistance band to actually make a better execution. So basically, again, we're separating the quality and the quantity. And now we have Maltese with a resistance band, and that in fact is a really good example of something that I had as a problem before, which is this balance from left to right. You can see that it looks like he's pushing more with one of his sides than the other one. So in this case, he needs to go for as easy progression as it will allow him to actually have full control. In case that's only a Maltese lean, then just go for Maltese lean, and we're talking about only for 1 week, 2 weeks, or just a few trainings in which you can actually apply the needed control. You can put your phone away, record yourself, and really think about it and try to correct yourself. Also, all those basic exercises, for example with the dumbbells, Maltese to a full planche, back to Maltese, where you can apply control, will definitely be helpful. And you see how just in a few weeks you'll be back with this resistance band and everything will be fixed. The problem is that when those guys are having this type of disbalance, they're trying to go for more and more attempts of high intensity progressions, and in fact the problem becomes bigger and bigger. Yeah, so that's about him. And just like the previous video, I'm finishing with a special guy. His name is Ajay from India, and in fact last summer I've been in Mumbai and I've been judging a competition where he competed, and in front of me he actually made the same combo that I used to make back in 2017 in Street Workout Ultimate Battles. For real, his outfit was even the same, yeah, so that made me so happy and you know, just made my day at that time. So let's go to his video. He's doing a Dragon Maltese. Yeah, pretty good execution. He's having a good protraction. Maybe the only thing is trying to have slightly straighter body, and he needs to focus on the lower contour of the body to be really horizontal, you know, like keeping the protraction but getting away from that packed position that he's having in the beginning. But we can see how in the end of the hold he's trying to fix it. Yeah, this guy is really strong, and I know that he definitely can make that thing with ease. So guys, that was the second episode of Skill Check. If you want the same, comment over your skills on a regular basis, you can join Planche Academy, where you have an access to a community where I'm doing this type of comments regularly. In addition, you have a step-by-step planche training program according to your level, and an access to over 3 hours of video content with all the things that you need to know about the planche. And soon even more features will be inside. All that comes with a really humble membership, and with the Black Friday offer till Monday, it makes the price even more humble, so don't miss it out. So yeah, that was it. If you like this type of videos, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'm reading actually all of them, and it really means a big support for me. All the best, until the next time.